Welcome. I want to show you how to make a color value scale. This is exactly the same way you made your black and white value scale, so you already know how to do it. I have the directions step by step down here for you to read as we move along so you can follow along with me. The only difference is this time we're going to make your value scale in color, so I will show you very quickly how to do that. This is what your value scale should look like when you're done. You can choose any color you want. I chose blue. This is 10 squares of from black to white and from midnight blue to light blue in between. The last square you can't see because it's white. This is what your project should look like in any color when you are finished. Here are the steps. I'm going to walk you through them real quickly. You can read along with me. So you're going to start by going to pixlr.com. You're going to open up the advanced editor like we always do. You're going to end up with this screen where you can create your new image. We're going to create a blank document. I'm going to go to 1600 for width because I want it really long, and then I want it to be 300 for the height because it's not going to be very tall. So I want a long rectangle to make my scale. When I'm done, I push OK. I end up with a rectangle like this. I'm going to choose my drawing tool for shape, which is right here, drawing tool. I'm going to select that. My rectangle is my default, which is what I want to use. These are my different shapes I could create. My rectangle is the default, and it's also in black, which I'm going to start with because my first square I'm going to start with in black. You could start with white if you want and work the other way, it's fine. But this is the default in black, so my first step is to draw a square, a black square. As soon as I let go, it fills it in black. That's my first step. You can see over here, this is my first layer I'm starting with. It's a black square. What I want to do now is copy this so that I can paste it over and over again 9 more times. So I'm going to use my marquee selection tool. I'm going to select only that square around it. If you get a little bit of white around there, that's fine because it'll just show a line in between your squares. It's fine. I'm going to copy it, so I'll go to Edit, Copy. Following along on my directions, I'm on step 10. And then my next step is to go to Edit Paste. As soon as I paste, I'm going to end up with a second layer. Edit Paste. It always puts it over here in the middle. You can see now I have 2 layers. I'm going to move this square right next to my first one as best I can. I'm maybe a little bit off. It's okay. Try to fix that. Okay. And then I'm going to change the color. I don't want 2 black squares in a row because now I have a black bar, so I'm going to go a little bit lighter. So I'm going to choose my color selection, set my main color. It's right here, this black square. I'm going to select that, and all of a sudden I have this window. I can do any color I want. I chose blue as my example, but you can do any color. Do you notice that your diamond in the middle changes color? Whatever color you want to use. I was using kind of a blue right here. Anyone you want on this outside ring. When you're happy, we're going to move down to the bottom of the diamond instead of over here where we were from black to white. Now we're going to move straight up. We're going to start down here at the black. I'm going to move all the way up here, 10 different selections. So I started here at black, so I'm going to come right up a little bit. I'm going to move straight up the middle of my diamond. That's my next color. It's going to be a very dark midnight blue. So I'm going to say OK. I'm going to fill in this square with my paint bucket with midnight blue. You might not be able to see that very well, but it's a deep kind of inky midnight blue is my next one. I'm going to repeat this 8 more times. Let me do one more for you. Edit, paste. Every time I'm going to get black square because that's the one I copied. I'm going to move it over. So right now I'm just repeating steps 11 through 13 until I have 10 total. Now this is obviously too dark. It's black, so I'm going to change my color. I'm moving up the middle, so I'm going to come up just here just a little bit. And now I have a dark blue, like a navy blue, and I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to keep going and repeating it until it looks like this is when I'm done. So I have 10 squares total. My last one will be white. Remember, I'm moving up the middle. So each selection I'm going to go straight up the middle of my diamond, and that's how I get my lighter colors. When you are done with your value scale, it should look something like this. What I want you to do is go to File, Save, and you're going to change the title of this from Untitled and make sure you type in color value scale. Make sure you're selecting a JPEG, and then you're going to push OK. I always save my work on my desktop. You can save it in your art file. And you are ready to go. I already saved it before, so it's replacing it. When you are done, make sure that you turn it into me, into the Dropbox.